The point I was going to try and make is that the seriousness. Oh, here we go. This is one of the victims, or one of the witnesses rather, that's trying to describe what's going on.
The information contained in this tape reflects a recorded telephone and radio traffic involving the officer and sheriff. Case numbers 01-136-0317. Second case number 318. Third case number 316. Fourth case number 319. All in the same Julian day. It involves a armed robbery at the Downey Savings, Deandra, and Town Center. The recordings were made on May 16th. The first recording starts at 15:24 hours. For the record, my name is Claude Hughes, dispatch number 48 at Santa Clara County Communications.
It doesn't sound like that when you call in, usually.
What is your address?
10281 South Miranda Boulevard.
Okay, was any vehicle?
Is there a birth certificate? Okay, we'll get to see.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I tried to cue this thing up so you wouldn't have to listen to all the mundane traffic, but radio traffic. But the point I'm trying to make is when somebody called in, it sounds like they're taking the time, the dispatcher, and it sounds like they're just really not really interested in what she's saying. The reality is the call taker, who is a dispatcher, is taking down all the information, and as he's talking to the victim teller, all that information is getting routed to the actual dispatcher before they can broadcast it out to the officers out in the field. When that robbery happened, I looked up. I was about maybe a mile away from the bank robbery, and there's the suspect vehicle, everything matches to a T. The information came out as a male black driving a gray Chevy Celebrity or a similar type car that was a carjack. The dispatcher remembered that was a carjack broadcast earlier in the day that we were already looking for. So I chased this guy for probably, probably about 5 miles or so, a total of about maybe 8 to 10 minutes, which is a long time for a police chase. In the end, my partner, who happened to be on a motorcycle, was able to jump off his motorcycle and actually get up to where the suspect was running, because he high-centered his car, crashed it on Deandra Boulevard, and was high-centered, so he took off on foot and got there. The motorcycle officer got there before I could get up to where the suspect was. It wasn't until the suspect and the officer squared off on each other. The motorcycle officer shot and wounded the suspect, who later died actually at the hospital. But it wasn't until I actually put the handcuffs on the suspect that I realized he wasn't black at all. He had gotten a black theatrical makeup and painted himself black, so initially everybody was looking for a male black adult. The reality is he was a white male adult with a whole host of problems. Big problem, the biggest problem is drugs. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that it's good you have to be a good witness. You have to be able to remain calm when you have a situation where you're not used to seeing somebody getting robbed, or somebody pulling out a gun, or somebody getting hurt, and you have to try and remain calm. The dispatcher here was actually a calming effect for me, but the dispatcher talking to the victim teller was also a calming effect, and was able to get the information out to the officers out in the field. Sometimes things aren't what they appear. I had one victim tell me that, we had what they call a field show-up, And we had a suspect out in the field. We brought the victim over, and is that the suspect? And she tells me, she goes, well, if he had a red jacket on and a blue pair of cutoffs, I could identify him. That tells me, clothing very important, but that tells me that the victim really didn't see the facial features of the suspect, and we'd have a hard time in court on that situation. But the best thing to do, be a good witness, don't get involved, and don't let the cops handle it, like Bobby Lopez was saying. Let us handle it, and we'll take care of that. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Does anybody have any questions? One question?
We have a security system in our house, and my it's 1080p DVR, taking video. If we got good information, would you do something with it? Or
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely would. And sometimes, and I'm not speaking for San Jose, I work for the Sheriff's Department, so San Jose may handle things differently, or the Sheriff's Department might handle things differently, but if you have evidence like a videotape, or what I've seen on TV where the UPS driver makes a delivery and somebody had it on videotape, somebody comes by 2 minutes later and takes the package or whatever, yeah, they're going to follow up on that. And it may not seem like it may seem like they're not doing anything about it, but down the road, when they need that information, sometimes just the vehicle description, suspect description, whatever it takes, you may or may not know about it. Hopefully the officer following up will inform you and let you know what's going on, but that doesn't always happen.
I'll give you the San Jose answer, no. No, I'm serious. Our burglary unit is down to 2 people. And that's probably why I'm here more than anything else, is we're not doing a lot of follow-up on burglaries. Your statistic is going to mean a lot to us because we do have an officer that's working on cold burglaries and a gal that's helping with statistics. But to tell you the honest to God's truth, we're probably going to have a difficult time getting out there per the department, but per us. And the reason we're here is I think we can do better. And that's why I'm here and my group of people are committed. So if the police department doesn't want to pick it up, give me a call. We'll come by. I've got some guys who are really good at working on